but it can really ramp up from there. That is true. You guys got unions, enough said. Yeah, that's true. But like, yeah, vacation, right? Like next year, I'll have 4 weeks vacation. 4 weeks vacation plus stat holidays also go in there. So plus stat holidays, I'll be at. I'm gonna think here. Is that Wyatt? Plus stat holidays is another like 2 weeks. No, like about 2.5 weeks. So I'll get like about 6 weeks vacation next year. And then here, 1 second, I'll find out exactly. Here's my collective agreement. Annual vacation, Article 15. Article 15, page 55. Okay. So, continuous employment. So, if you've worked there for 1 year, but less than 3 years, you get 10 days, 2 weeks of vacation. Now, 3 years, but less than 9 years, you get 3 weeks vacation. 9 years, but less than 17 years worked there, you get 20 days, so 4 weeks vacation. Now, 17 years, but less than 23 years, you get 5 weeks vacation. And then 23 years or more, you get 30 days vacation, so 6 weeks vacation right there. And then after that, every year you work, after 23 years, you gain a day of vacation. So it's like you get, at 24 years, you get 31 days. At 25 years, you get 32 days. At 20, oh dude, I'm not joking. Like, Fluky, I am literally not joking when I say that there's been a person working there for something like 57 years. I'm not joking. Like 57 years. He started when he was 16 years old. Started when he was like 16 years old, and he still works there. He's our cafeteria attendant. Isn't that hilarious? Like, think about that. So 6 weeks at 23 years. So another, like, literally, God, what is it? Okay, so the guy gets 64 days of vacation a year. 64 days of vacation. Plus your 2 days off, right? So that's like 64 days. Add 2 days on to every, like, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 12 weeks of vacation. Like, 12 weeks of vacation. Plus stats adds another 2.5 weeks. 14.5 weeks of vacation. Like, yeah, but those incentives they have are for now. I gotta get it. But so we're clear. You're saying you get medical from your job to an audience of mostly Americans is a little misleading. Medical here equals bankruptcy insurance. I doubt Robin would be a chef in the U.S. Maybe if a nice hotel. Yeah, maybe if it was a nice hotel. But he works for a nice hotel now, but union. 23 years, Jesus Christ. Yeah, 23 years. 23 years. Nice hotels in the U.S. Chains treat chefs better, but it's still kind of night and day. It just depends on what chain you work for, really. Because like some Hiltons, Marriott's, depends on where you are in the States. Some are union, some aren't. So it just depends on what what each union has collectively bargained for, right? Also. Right? I don't know why it's awake. Yeah, the median time to work for one employer in the U.S. is 4.3 years. Yeah, around here, like once you get into like certain hotels, like the one I work for, it's like there's people there that are like they're willing to leave. They're willing to work like their 2, 3, 4 years, and then they like move on to think like life is gonna be better in greener pastures. And then there's people that are like, I have worked in the culinary industry or whatnot for X amount of years, and this is like where I've come to retire because it's like it's nowhere else is going to be better when it comes to working in a kitchen. So that's also one reason, right? Cooking doesn't pay well. So when you see somewhere that's going to pay you $22, $23, $24, $25 an hour, like, you stay there, right? Now, didn't used to be. My dad had 32 years at Motorola. Yeah. Like, is he Robin and Holly living in, like, Portland? Unless owners, he could cook here. Wouldn't. For professionals, the revolving door is real. The revolving door is super real for almost, like, everywhere you work nowadays. Because companies, okay, like, this is how it works with companies nowadays. Back in the old days, right? And this is, like, why your dad stayed with Motorola so long, right? The fuck? Is companies back in the old days paid you for like the skill set you had, right? You have this is your skill set and they're gonna pay you properly. Nowadays, it's like they hire you for absolutely nothing because like you're fresh out of school and you have no experience. So they pay you absolute garbage and they're like, we're gonna pay you in training. We're gonna pay you in experience. Like, that's how big companies work nowadays. It's all about paying you in experience. And guess what? Experience doesn't pay the fucking bills. But like that's what they do now, right? They pay you in experience. And then once you've worked for that company for like the 2, 3, 4.3 years, like you said, the median is, after that you've gathered that experience, then you can go to the next company. You can be like, hey, like, look, I have 4.5 years of experience working at this company, and I've been learned this, and you go in and you get that little bit more pay grade, like you've been upped in a pay grade, and then you work there for another like 4 years, you know, and you gather all that information. Then you move on to the next company, and you go like, well, I worked here for 4 years, and they taught me all this, and then I worked here for 4 years, and I taught all this, which gives me 8 years experience now. Pay me more, right? And that's how it works. It sucks, but it's true, right? Now, as for living in the U.S., I would move to the U.S. if it paid right, but being Canadian, it's super hard to become an American, like be able to work. You need to have somebody that can sponsor you, most likely. You will need like a company to sponsor you. Because it's either that or you go into like the green card lottery and good luck winning that, right? Or your country needs to have a super, what's the thing? Your country needs to have a large demand for a certain job type. And then you apply and the US will be like, well, you know, you're a nuclear physicist and we need them right now. Here's your green card. Come work in the States, right? like stuff like that, right? I mean, I stay where I am because of that. I get 5 weeks vacation, benefits, 401 commission, right? There it is. Makes life a lot easier than like worrying, right? Microsoft just announced a major increase in job negotiations. They're ahead of the curve. Well, it's because they know, Microsoft knows that the job market, there's going to be a great demand to fill these roles in the next 5 years, within the next 5 years. Because like a lot of the boomer population is starting to retire. We're on like the last little leg of boomers, and there's not enough people to fill those roles. Right? When I was much younger, people asked me why I don't cook for a living. My response was, F that job. I will destroy my body in a warehouse, not a kitchen. That's how it works. In a warehouse, you get paid double the money that a cook is getting paid. Why? Why do it? Like, I always tell people, they're like, I want to get into the culinary industry. What should I do? And I say, don't do that. Go become an electrician. Instead of making, $18 an hour, go and make $65. Have weekends off. Enjoy time with your friends. Work a 9-to-5 job. Yeah. You want to work with your hands? Become an electrician. Become a plumber. Yeah, sometimes you see some really nasty shit. Sometimes you get shocked. But then, the money is way worth it. I guess companies 8 still on the struggle bus of realizing they're going to lose everyone if they don't pay more. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. The other part is I like to cook. I don't want to become a job, which is smart. Alright, great, this carrot will give us some really good sweetness to our sauce. The reason I'm making this already is I made such a freaking good not bolognese, but like a beefaroni sauce for a pasta tomorrow. I was like, hell yeah, I gotta do it. The birthday girl is absent. I think Summer's around. She came in and resubbed, but it was while I was still doing stuff. But she's probably here. Happy birthday, Summer. There you are. See? There she is. She's probably playing WoW. Has Neon in the background. Right? That's kind of what I figured. I can't wait to hear the stories from Holly tonight from work. It's gonna be hilarious. So on a whim, I just looked up Chef de Partie jobs at your hotel group in the US and converted the salary to Canadian. 73,000, no idea if that's higher or lower than you, but thought you might be interested. Oh yeah, no, it's interesting, let's just say, but it's hard to cook in the States. Like right now, my company would have to sponsor me to go there and work. And right now, it's just not happening. We won't we're desperate for jobs right now, for people to fill positions into our company, isn't allowing any sponsorships. across like the board right now, even for our hotel. It's like crazy. But yeah, it's just one of those. Yep, it's one of those. What if a U.S. chef wants to work in Vancouver? Are they doing that? No. Like company wide, they're not sponsoring. Um, they're not sponsoring like individuals to, because like it's paperwork and it's, what's the word I'm looking for? Costs a lot of money. So for like a U.S. citizen to come want to work in Canada, they either will have to jump through the hoops themselves to get like a permit to come here and work, or you get sponsored by the company, right? The company will front all the money to get all the paperwork and tell the government why they need a foreigner to come and fill this position instead of you hiring a Canadian citizen. Same goes with the States, right? Like they need to like tell the government why you're pretty much outsourcing a job is what it is right now. And because there's like unemployment is low, but employment is low, but unemployment, I can't say this right, but you know what I mean, right? Like they would rather give the job to a U.S. citizen or a Canadian citizen than give it to a foreigner right now. Even if it's an American citizen, you're still considered like a foreigner, right? So it's just like that, right? It's just that. So yeah, that's all it really comes down to. I heard that employers here have to turn down super qualified foreign applicants just because the lottery is such a gamble. That's literally, we finally found one, but it's called like a chief steward. Chief steward is pretty much like the person that runs the back of house, like dishwashers, counting all the plates, like all that, right? Like you're pretty much in charge of the cleaning of the back of house, if that makes any sense to you guys. And it literally, we've had that application has been vacant since COVID started. Vacant since COVID started. So it's taken us 2 years to find somebody. 2 years to find somebody, and they said that they were turning away like so many applicants from other countries, but they weren't allowed. Like the company right now is just like, nope, we won't sponsor anybody. It costs too much money. Have Holly apply. Actually, it just got filled by like some guy. He's from Vancouver. He's from Vancouver and he was working in Bermuda and decided to come back home. So it works for us. So Canadian citizen coming back from Bermuda. It works. Works well for us. Because supposedly he's really good. Have Holly apply, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, she's going back to school. Going back to school. Hot diggity dog. Alright, let's make some beefaroni, everybody. I'm excited. Holly should be getting off soon. This should be interesting. Get her home. pretty much ready to go to bed. Is Holly getting a bachelor's? Holly already has her bachelor's. Holly has a bachelor's of science. She's going back to school to get her teaching. I guess it is technically another bachelor's. I don't know. We need to ask her. When she gets home, I'll ask her. But it's like she's getting her teaching certificate, which is almost a 2-year program. And then she'll get that. And then while she goes and starts working in school, she's going to work on her master's also. But you can do it online, the master's program. So she'll be working and doing her master's at the same time. Damn, I'm always jealous of people that manage that. Go work in a tropical paradise where you're young, when you're young and attractive. Then when you get fed up, come back. Miss Fluky has her master's in education. I don't know if you knew that. I did not know that. Yeah, it's the only way for Holly to become a principal. Down the road, you need to have your master's to become a principal, where you make the big bucks in education, right? So, over time, I think, for British Columbia ish, the the starting wage for her, day one when she gets hired on, I think it's $58,000 a year. Within 5 years, she'll be up to, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's I think it's between $80,000 and $90,000 because of her having her bachelor's of science. It's something like that. Because of her bachelor's of science, she gets a higher pay grade because she'll be teaching the higher classes, right? The harder classes. It's not like she's teaching what's it called? Physical education. Yeah, she'll be teaching the kids freaking chemistry. Yeah, same here. After 5 years with a master's, your salary gets a huge jump. That's exactly. Oh yeah, no. Even if she has her master's and she doesn't go after a principal, she gets a huge pay grade. You do. That's why you do your master's. You're stupid if you don't, because it's all online. So yeah, you do your master's, and then if you want even a larger amount of money, you become a principal. That's where you get into the 6 figures area of teaching, is just hopping over to management. Not you hop over to the management side, not the teaching side. Doctors and lawyers and CEOs should all make less and teachers make more. You'd think the world would work that way. You really would think that paying teachers would be a priority in this world. But you know what? Truthfully, I honestly think government likes to keep people stupid. So if you don't put money in education, people don't get nearly as smart as they could be. Right? Yeah. Canadian government makes college free, though. Not always. Not all college is free. Only for certain things. Right? For Holly, it would be her student loans would be dissolved if she decided to want to teach. Once she gets her degree, you take out student loans, then you can apply for placement in very rural areas of British Columbia. If you go to a rural area of British Columbia, 20% of your student loans get dissolved up to 5 years, 20% over 5 years. So it would be like 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, and then bam. It'd be nullified at 5 years. Canadian college tuition has steadily increased year over year. It has, really. It has. No doubt about that. I have a friend that went to public university out of state. After 4 years, he had $160,000 in student loan debt. Yeah, like the U.S. is crazy. Canada, I think it's like about 5. Well, I bet you it's more now. I bet you it's probably like $7,000-$8,000 a semester. So you're looking at about probably $16,000 a year for school. So, yeah. I tried, those were all horrible. I was like, I don't even think they did anything to the Canucks and Kraken jerseys. So when we say Canadians' costs have increased, perspective is important. Yeah, but like I said, about $16,000 a year to go to school. So you're looking at like, what is it? I can't do math right now. 64,000 about. Depends on what course, but general undergrad, maybe 500 or 600 a course, plus books and stuff like that. Yeah, Canada subsidizes university. Canada subsidizes, but it's not free. I know when Holly was doing her undergrad for her Bachelor of Chemistry, it was about $5,000-$6,000 a semester. So, like, it gets up there. It really does. I think my tuition was $6,000 a year. I think that says $6,000. Was it tuition was $6,000 a year? Maybe it was $6,000. I swear it was more though for Holly, but I can't, like, to be very honest. When she gets here, I'll remember that. We'll ask her. She'll let us know. That was tuition, living expenses, and beer costs way more. Oh yeah, definitely beer costs a lot more. $500 or $600 a course for an undergrad. That's more expensive than in state school. But like Fluky, think about it, Canadian dollars. Think about that too, Canadian dollars. Don't forget about the Canadian dollars. That ship has sailed. That is true. Sciences are more than arts. Yep. Sciences definitely are more than arts. But I swear, like, Holly was about like $5,000-$6,000 a semester, with like 5 courses, plus books. 5 courses plus books. It was about like $5,000-$6,000 a semester, something like that. It's like the books that are just like ridiculous. Holy shit. And then like your, what is it called? The like Alma also takes their fee also. Then the university takes their fee for improvement fees. Like improvement fees. Alma Mater takes their fees. Then you're paying for your courses and your books. It's just, oh yeah. Most books are found online or pirated now. I bet they are. Back in those days, they weren't. Yeah. Yeah, ours is about $240 a course for the first 4 courses. Then you get the next 2 in the same semester free. It's pretty sweet. But that's state school, right? Not like a fancy university also, right? Right? We're talking like state schools. I went to university in the early 2000s and paid $1,000 Canadian a semester. Nice. Yeah, I can't remember. Holly would have been 2010, 2011, something like that. For one course or for one semester? He said a semester. My 2-year physio master's degree was $10,000 a year. Well, that's masters, right? Yeah, masters are where like charge you yin yang. Through the summer in Canada. That's what like Holly's teaching is. It's 16 weeks. 16 weeks, can't miss a day or you fail. Like crazy, eh? Starts in like September, ends at like, so it starts this September and ends like for winter semester of, what is it? So this is 2022, goes into 2023, ends like the winter 2023. I think. Yeah. Yeah. So next year's gonna suck. No vacation. Crazy to hear people with 160K student debt. Better hope you find a good job, right? That can ruin your life. Yep, because student loans, they never forgive that debt. Right? It's always there over your head. What's up, Luke? How you doing? That's what sucks. Always sits there over your head. And at a certain point in time, it starts gaining its interest, and it screws you even more. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Huh. Guess I should have looked in there. Maybe. Yeah, so tuition here now for 18 credit hours, 6 courses is about 1,500 Canadian. Maybe I'm mistaken. I need Holly here. I think Holly needed 24 credits or something. Can't remember though. I don't know. Hey, bud. The lenders do prey on ignorant 18-year-olds. Exactly. They're smart. Yeah, 12 is considered full time, but since you get from 13 to 18 credits an hour free, I always did 18 min. Okay. Canadian student loan interest is tax deductible? It is, of course. Actually, one of the best things about Holly's school is that she can pass on her tax credits to me from school. So it's like I make a lot of money, like say, well she's in school and she's making no money. She can transfer her tax credits to me, making my income even lower to make us seem like we're practically poor. Which is nice. Wait, the interest is tax deductible on a tax credit? Check with an accountant though. Big difference. No, Holly's tax. Okay, so at the end of, like, what is it? Holly gets like an education tax credit that she can transfer to me. Not saying like interest or anything like that. And you can hold on to them for a long time. You don't need to use them right away. Like the tax credits. Tomato sauce, everyone. Y'all should check out Project Gutenberg. It is an online library of free ebooks. They have over 60,000 free ebooks and might even have some you would need for college. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Nothing beats a good study group. Studying's amazing. Not. Losers. Studying group. Every day after I was done culinary school, we'd go to the bar. Off to bed. Thanks for good vibes. Enjoy your meal. Cheers, running with tigers. Have a good night, dude. Good old. Good old, good old. Alright. So we got that going. In this pot here, we'll cook our beefaroni macaroni. Get that going. Yeah. I wish I could go back to undergrad for life. Full-time student, no job, the dream. I wish I could be 18 again. 18, not in college, but just out of high school, where you don't need to have a job, but you aren't in school, and you're 18. So you're technically an adult. Those are the days. Someone once said leaving college after 4 years is like leaving the party at 10 p.m. There's truth to that statement, right? Some truth to that statement. I took 5. I liked it so much. For the party, right? But I got 2 bachelors of sciences out of it. which is always good, right? Edumacation is great if you use it. Edumacation is great if you use it. Because if you don't, you lose it. Nice house. Oh, what's up, Kimball? Hope all's well. Life is good. I'm a little like, I don't know. I'm a little under the weather right now. Alert's dead? What? What do you mean? Did it not go off? Because I can't hear. I need to fix that. There was no alert there? Wonder what... Huh. I don't know what to say. I gotta fix these all. It happens. But how are you, Kimball? Hope you're well. Alright, we got some oregano, a little basil in there. Doing this up nicely. Just powering through some beefaroni. Depending on what province you're in, it's a tax credit on interest paid to a student loan. It is 20% of BC where Chef is. Dang. I don't know if that's good or that bad. But 20% is pretty good, right? But you also do get an education tax credit here. Hanging in there? Nice, Kimball. As am I. It's better than nothing. If you pay $1,000 in interest on your loan, you get a $200 credit. Here, we paid off Holly's student loans before they kicked into like anything interest. It was like something like that we focused on. She took out student loans and we tried to pay them off as quickly as we could. Cause yeah, that's how you do it. That's the way to do it if you can. Yeah, like that we put like. Luckily, we lived in that small little place for 10 plus years, right? And saved money and got rid of her debt as quickly as possible. So it's what you need to do, right? It's what you need to do. Good old Holly didn't have to be taught how money, like an adult, yeah. Holly's smart. She knew it. I knew it too. Like, why would we have 20 I don't know how much, $20,000 plus in debt for student loans, right? Oh, what's up, The Bachelor Life? How's it going, buddy? You're hammered. Cheers to that. My body is revolting against me right now, so I'm just enjoying like a quick brew here. So I can take a nice big poop after this. One day when I visit you in Vancouver, I'll bring stuff so Holly and I can do chemistry stream. That'd be hilarious. That'd actually be hilarious. Revolt? Why are you revolting? Ah! revolting. You said revolt? I didn't say revolt, did I? You can tilt rate a 7% beer into 4.2% beer. That's what I'm doing. I think. Titrate, sure. Tit rate, I like more. Show me that tit rate. Hey? Give me that tit rate. Alright, we got pasta here, everybody. Nice. I got sauce right there. Nice. Tits, exactly. Big tits, little tits, floppy tits, perky tits, man tits. All great tits. Presh, what's up? What's your type of tit? What's your type of tit? Tit? Big tits, little tits, itty bitty. I have some baby octopus to cook. Any suggestions, Robin? I like grilled octopus with chorizo. Like going like super Spanish on it. So you like cook it low and slow in broth. Low and slow in broth till it like becomes nice and tender, which will take like 2 hours, 3 hours. Then slice it up nice and thin. And then grill it, get like a nice char on it, and then like make like a tomato sauce with like chorizo in it, and it's delicious. I like grilled octopus, but I only 1 out of 4 places does it right. Yeah, it'll be like chewing on a flip flop exactly. You gotta like cook it right. Come live in the rads. Days like today where it's pouring all day, you wish COVID didn't wipe out the movie industry. Here, it's supposed to be like pissing rain for like since Tuesday, and it's just been gorgeous. It's just so strange. It's just been supposed to be like pissing rain, and it hasn't. It's great. Oh wait, it'll come. Oh, like supposedly. I'll believe it when I see it. And then it's supposed to just like on Wednesday, it's supposed to get up to like 25 degrees here. And like they say like summer is happening. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Forecast has changed. 23 degrees on Wednesday. Yeah. We had big winds too. It's been windy here. Just no, it's been windy. Just no, whatever it is. Windy but no rain. Well, wait, did someone say beefaroni? Yeah, I'm making beefaroni right here. I am making beefaroni. This drought in New Mexico is the worst it's been in 1,200 years. Everything's fine. Oh yeah, everything's fine. Totally. Right? It was supposed to be ribs. I know, Summer. I'm not feeling well today. And I really don't want to do like a 4-hour plus stream to midnight tonight or whatever. So beefaroni just makes sense. When I made a beefaroni sauce at work today, and I didn't get to eat any of it because it's for tomorrow, I was just like, oh baby, I need beefaroni in my life now. Like, beefaroni, so fucking good. I made the beefaroni with short ribs, everyone. Or the beefaroni sauce with short ribs. And like I pulled the short ribs to like practically nothing. So it just like was practically like beef short ribs, but like ground beef. And the sauce just tasted so fucking good. I wish I was good at identifying mushrooms. All the rain we had, mushrooms are great wild everywhere. I'm pretty sure they are cycloven strain, but as they LBM, stay away. Little brown mushrooms, I have no idea. Yeah, you gotta train yourself really well to pick mushrooms, because you know, one bite ends it all. Even if they were fun mushrooms, I wouldn't eat them. Not my thing. But where I live was once a cow pasture, and that is where they grow. Oh, definitely. And cow shit. Where do you guys get water? Are there disputes like Colorado River? Yeah, we get it from the Colorado, but I think it's mostly groundwater. Oof, yeah. You guys are part of that dispute also, eh? The Colorado that's just like drying up practically. Wait till they frack there. It's all over. I could only imagine them fracking. That'd be crazy. Got some garlic here. The only mushroom I know without a doubt is morel. Yeah, without a doubt I know morels and chanterelles. Morels and chanterelles. Everything else, not a chance. But that is the only shroom I would with confidence picking wild. And I would still bring them to someone who knows 100% to make sure. Yeah, that's how you gotta do it. And we also have the Rio Grande. There are a lot of nukes there. Maybe the government sites will save them from fracking. That possibility. All the radioactive like crap. Beefaroni. Yeah, that burns. you seen the crazy shit coming out of Lake Mead with the water levels so low? I know of like they found a lot of bodies. Wow, that big SUV, you're gonna need it when you run to the hills. Yeah, I hear they found a lot of bodies. That comes with the territory, though. I'm thinking of getting my pilot's license to fuck. That'd be sick. I've had 4 false morels and I barely hunt anymore. You have to be careful. There's truth to that. That's why you always take it to somebody that like also knows, right? Hills is the only place left for water. You're gonna be a mountain man, Fluky. Mountain man Randy Savage. I like at 5,000 feet, I'm already a mountain man. Truth, right? My money, Jimmy Hoffa is one of those bodies. I don't know. Hoffa would have had to, like, they would have had to travel quite a ways for it to be Hoffa. Just fly to Portland and take yours. There you go. Start that bunker now. We got guns here. Get in the chopper. Portland is like Chicago West. Is it really? Is there a lot of like gun violence there? We go into the shitter. It's all those damn hipsters starting up their donut chains and fucking hipsters. Portland's got a big drug problem, I heard. Yeah, it all starts with the hipsters. Right? Fucking hipsters. Any place outside of Portland is okay. But inside Portland, fucking hipsters. The fuck shooting homeless people makes up like 20% of their murder rate. It's totally the fuck, isn't it? Only got a big drug problem, I heard. Yeah, might be. Might be. If it ain't summer's beat, ain't no more. For me, it is. We'll see you again next year. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, your birthday's over. Ended a half an hour ago. Beautiful. All is coming together. I had the weirdest problem this last week. What's the weirdest problem? My problem this week is that like something really tiny lodged itself in the heel of my left foot, and like I couldn't get it out, and so for days and days and days, I've like had an itchy heel, and I couldn't get rid of it. Until finally I got Holly to just like literally break my skin on my heel and just pull out like whatever in that area there was. Just get rid of it all. Finally, no more itch. Feels great. I'm one happy guy right now. Whenever I get in my car from being in my house, it smells like trash. Is somebody throwing trash in your car, maybe? Maybe Rhiannon is filling your pockets with garbage? And then you sit down on it and you're like, what the hell? Why does it smell like trash? Oh, garbage. Okay, don't want to sound crazy, but my crawl space is massive. I can stand up in it with room to spare. I have researching if I could line it with lead foil and then seal it off and line it with basic space blankets and Mylar. Easy doomsday shelter that is big enough for a family to live in. So it's like a little bunker. Not that crazy. The way the world's been going, might be worth a while investment. Might be. Add some equity to your house. I've looked and looked and it smelled like, can't find it anywhere. Maybe that smells like trash, just the air. No logical explanation so far. I have no idea. Stop all those rads, obviously, Fluky. You must stop the rods. The rods. Oh yeah. Great day. Great day. Oh, Holly's home. Whoa. That was the shit show.
Sign actually says on the birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was just literally buffet and clearing. There's nothing like
Yeah?
nothing exciting. Had a tasky, it's fine.
Oh, they brought in Taskies, eh?
Well, somebody that didn't normally work there. Because I was supposed to be with Gracian and then
You're supposed to be with Gretchen?
they gave me a tasky instead.
Wow.
Well, there was no manager on the floor up there, so who was the manager?
You?
Gracian.
Oh, was it?
Basically. He was like, I want you to be a floater. So like, what does that mean? There's nobody else up there. Right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, they are so... they're missing every detail.
We
It's
know.
just so sad.
We
it's
know.
so sad.
You don't need to tell us.
I met one of the new managers today, because
Which
at
one?
first they didn't know where to put me. TD?
Okay, I've never met them.
Anyways, no idea.
Brown guy?
Brown guy.
Like, looks really grungy, dirty?
Really, yeah, like doesn't dress appropriately for the hotel.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
He's like, okay, you're gonna be passing canapes in this room. Like, okay, because here's the hot, here's the cold. I'm like, okay, what are they? He's like, yeah, here's the BEO. I'm like, okay, great. And where are the cocktail napkins? He looks at me. I'm like, well, when guests take a food item, they expect a napkin. And he was like, let me check the bar, like ridiculous. Like, doesn't know that a past canape needs a napkin. Isn't that like Service 101?
Did he have like the man bun?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's restaurant.
Yeah.
That's why.
Still, I'm sorry. You don't know. You've
No,
never been to a...
You don't understand. You don't understand.
You've never been to a fancy
don't
event
understand.
where somebody passes you a canape and there's no
You
napkin?
don't understand. You don't understand. Every day, like...
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no. He says, Holly, we heard you're on the fast track to being a principal.
I don't know about that. Why? What are you saying?
Oh, we were just talking about school earlier.
That's the dream. After I get this certificate, work a few years.
In his defense, no one knows what the fuck a canape is. Oh, people do. That come in our hotel. Like, Fluky, I'm saying this right here, right now.
Ugh.
The birthday party Holly worked tonight was for a 1-year-old.
I'm guessing.
A
I'm
1-year-old.
guessing at least 150. I don't think it was 200, but I think
It was prepped for 206.
No, 200K. I mean, I think it was 150.
$150,000 for a 1-year-old's birthday party.
Do you know what else they did? They
And
brought in.
No, because they rented the room also, so you got to think about that.
Well,
And supposedly I didn't go upstairs.
Oh, it was
But
out of control.
they like literally our food and beverage director came up to me today and he was like, "You have got to go up to the roof and see like what this room looks like for this 1-year-old's birthday party." And I was like, maybe if I have time, I'll go up there and I'll check it out. And I never did. But like $150 to $200,000 for a 1-year-old's birthday party.
The
1-year-old.
flowers alone were probably 30K. At least 30K in flowers.
Is Holly working where you do? Yeah.
I had to take a couple shifts because they're really getting busy. And if I don't take the shifts, I lose my seniority. And like, I like that I have a backup thing. Like if I hate teaching, if whatever, you know what I mean? Like, my backup is I could work as a server there and make good money. They had Princess Jasmine.
I know.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know all the stations?
Oh, but I know that the cake was like the colors of Princess Jasmine.
Well,
It
yeah,
was in
the
video.
theme was A Whole New World, Aladdin.
Yeah, I know.
They had a fancy, like, I've never even seen it before. It was some kind of, like, you
Talk about what I know.
stand
How
on
you
a
doing?
thing with your friend, and it, like, spins you around, and it takes a video of you.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
they had
I
a
know.
video thing. I'd never seen it before.
Yeah.
They had a balloon animal person, or a balloon person. They had
The
a face
good ones.
painter.
The good ones are the machine does it itself.
Oh, yeah, the machine. They had the fanciest one, whatever it was.
No. It's not. You don't stand there with two people. You just like you pose like
Yeah,
this.
that's what they did.
Yeah, you like pose like this.
Sorry,
and
and the
machine
thing went around. They
goes
didn't go
around. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So they had the video.
Oh, but I know. Thanks for the 1,000 bits.
Have a kids party on this. They had the video thing, they had a face painter, they had a balloon person, they had a magician, they had Princess Jasmine, they had 2 separate children's dance performances, they had a 2-person DJ,
Yeah, there's you're.
They
This
had-
is a 200,000.
they had, I think 2 or 3 event planners were there easily. At the door was like the present table, and it's like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Hermes, like all the bags are there.
Have we all just tried not being poor? I wish. If you hate teaching, then you definitely should be a principal. 2 completely different jobs.
So, I like the idea of teaching,
Maven, thanks for the 500 biddies.
but I don't like the idea of teaching forever. Do you know what I mean? Like, I find it much more interesting to be the person putting out fires. Like, it's very much like, after doing my job in the admin, I watch what the principals do all day more than the teachers, and the admin are just like fire, problem, this, that, the other, and like that kind of thing excites me because it's similar to restaurants in that like you have to react to other people's decisions and choices and that type of thing. So I like that.
That's awesome. Also, I wish I had money, spend that kind of money on a 1-year-old's birthday party. They easily spent $200,000 on a kid's birthday party. Easily. And I'm talking like that's nothing for some of the events we hold. Tomorrow night, you'll be working that one. I'm sorry to say you will be. It's like easily, it's a gala, so it's going to be over 600 people attending, and I'm talking like people get up out of their tables. Like they're sitting there
and
they...
Is it a charity thing?
Yeah, it's a charity thing. Big charity thing. Tomorrow night. They get up out of their seats and they just go like, if so-and-so donates $1 million, I'll donate 2. And that person gets up and goes like, screw that million, I'll donate 3 if this person over here donates 4. And they just like whip their dicks out and like, who has the biggest dick here? It's crazy, some of these things that go on.
No, the thing about this birthday party is there were people complaining about the party to me.
Oh, yeah,
this isn't very fresh. And it's like, ma'am, that appetizer has been on the appetizer buffet for like an hour. So yes, it's not like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't say that to her, but I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'll pass the feedback along. Like,
are you talking about
fresh.
An auction, Robin? Like, this isn't even an auction. All the items have been auctioned off. And then they just get up out of their seats and they start, like, just throwing money at the charity.
I'm complaining about gas prices and food costs, and people are spending $100,000 on a 1-year-old birthday. Oh yeah, it's the amount of plastic surgery in that room too was out of control. And it's weird because like it was all white women that had like the most plastic surgery. It was like really apparent.
Really, I didn't think that it was gonna be like.
Yeah, they had some.
No, I mean like for like the food.
That they would complain
that
about
was
the
ordered.
food.
It was like, I guess it was like.
Oh, the chicken skewers went out without sauce, and where's the chutney, and where's the...
Yeah, that's...
Like, I don't want... We serve ice water at all of our functions, and stupid them, because they don't know anything about these functions, they don't like ice water. Like, they want room temperature water. So I'm like switching out all these waters for room temperature water. They want toothpicks. I'm running down to the kitchen trying to find toothpicks. Nobody has a toothpick for me. Everybody's too busy to even like help me.
It's just amazing.
It's like so much. Well, they're spending $200,000. They want what they want.
You
right?
read Maven's message?
Yes, I was about to get to that. Holly, you look amazing. I hope you're doing well. Love you to bits. I am doing good. The other thing that was exciting was the last time I worked at the hotel was around Christmas. And like obviously my uniform didn't fit me, so I had to be like a certain size. And so I tried on my uniform today and I'm down 2 sizes, so that's exciting. Still a long way to go from my OG uniform when I checked my like original number. But it is what it is. Is that how admin is pronounced in Canada? Admin? I don't know. Admin?
Administration? Admin?
I like teachers, if you do something wrong, they make you do it again and again and again. And
Or
yeah,
they just give up on you like me.
Yeah, it's not an auction. It's just like, what industry do you think the parents were in? I think, the thing is, when you start working these events, you recognize the people. Like, there is a couple
I don't know
guys,
who...
and I'm guessing it's construction. That would be my guess. Like, the host
is
family,
construction?
I think would be construction. That would be my guess. If I had to guess. But, I don't know.
I didn't even look at the BEO, like the name on it.
I didn't look at the name.
If any of you guys don't know what BEO means, business event order is what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what they do. But, yeah, it was a lot of kids in Gucci, a lot of kids.
It's pretty much like the
A
rich
lot.
part of Vancouver just
Yeah.
shows up,
They
shows
all
up
show up.
to the same, and that's what they're doing for the night.
They want room temperature water, room temperature water. goddamn white women, they just have so much work. Like, this event was for Indian families, and so the majority of guests, what?
Was it?
Yeah, it's an Indian birthday. And so the majority
was it? That's why it was all Indian food. Okay,
yeah.
I just wasn't sure.
And so the majority of guests are Indian, and not a lot of them had plastic surgery, or it looks way more natural. And then, like, some of them have white partners or whatever. They invited white friends, and the white girls were like, big lips, big tits. I don't know why tanning is still cool. Like, they're all tanned. I'm like,
they're all getting ready for summer. They all have to pre-tan for the summer.
ugh. I just hate that look. They look like they've been rotisserie chickened. Well, 150K and they want tepid water. Honestly, Fluky, it's shameful, but like, so we are in the hotel when this party is going on. It's really difficult to get supplies to. So like, people that set up the event, they stock that, and if it's not there, it's like a 15-minute trip to go get something. So I get up there, and there's not very many water jugs and whatever, and they start asking for the warm water. So I try to find a glass, finally find glasses, and there's no like good area to get water where we are. So I literally had to turn on the like nastiest hand washing sink, which is a huge no-no in regular life. You never give guests water where people wash their hands, but that's the only thing I could do to get them their room temperature water. And I turned it on, and how do you know it's room temperature? You gotta stick your finger in the water to make sure, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just disgusting. And I gave them their disgusting hand washing sink water, and they loved it.
I only give guests water from sinks. I wash my hands in.
But like in a restaurant, that's
in
not
a restaurant.
thing.
It's
and also
not
like
food
the
safe,
the sink. If you were to look at the sink, it doesn't look like your sink. It looks like it's never been washed before.
Yeah, because it hasn't.
And like you could contract a
It's
communicable
a hand
disease
sink.
from
Nobody
it.
washes those things.
It's really gross.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, old house to new house was like 150K come up. But it's also not the money in the bank account, because investments, etc. Also, a huge chunk of that was budgeted to renovations, a new car, etc. I totally missed the first part of that, I guess. Who the fuck wants room temperature water like that?
It's actually a cultural thing.
Love it. Room temperature right here.
So I
love room temperature water.
Maybe I'm getting mixed up with.
I love it.
With Chinese, but I had a Chinese camper in my camp, and I think somebody asked him about it, and he said basically they think that like ice cold water is really bad for you in their culture, and that it's gonna like make you sick. That because we would get slushies every week, and he would be like, I don't want a slushie, or he'd only have like the littlest one, and he'd be like, yeah, like it's not a thing in my culture to drink ice cold thing. They think it's really like bad for you.
I love room temperature water.
I also give lip and tit injections to guests, fill them up. If it was not so faux pas, they would love a little Botox in the bathroom, I'm sure.
Where they're doing cocaine too, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like, the thing about these like kind of parties is it's like the husband goes off and makes the millions and millions of dollars, and the wife literally sits at home with like the 1-year-old, and it's like...
Wife? What do you mean? They all had nannies there. They had probably 5 to 10
you're
Filipino nannies in the room as well.
But you go like, they sit there and they go like, well, I need purpose. Well, look after your kid. No. My purpose is I'm going to plan the best party to make all of my friends jealous.
There was literally probably a 1-year-old in his stroller drinking a bottle by himself, and the mom was there with the iPhone, like this, talking to her friend, and like sipping wine. I was like, oh.
That's how it goes. Oh, I've done those parties. That should have given them water from a guest bathtub.
I like room temperature water that's filtered or bottled, but tap water room temperature, I'd rather drink my own piss. To be honest, Vancouver water is really good, but the other thing about drinking room temperature water, which is gross, is like hot water tanks are like never cleaned. They're full of disgusting.
Hot water tanks are disgusting. You're never supposed to
to drink warm water. So I Yeah, it's
warm
gross.
water. That's why you let the tap run for like 2 seconds, and then you pour that water, and then you let it go instead of room temperature like that right now.
Well, I didn't have time to do that. They wanted it right now. So I had to mix it with the
Okay.
hot water, and the hot water is gross.
The tea thing wasn't working up there?
It's covered by, there's so many things in the way. I couldn't get through there. They had all their rentals everywhere. That was the other thing. We get up there, garbage is overflowing. There's no linen bin. There's nowhere to put the chargers, nowhere to put the rental linens.
I love it.
The manager comes up, he gives a briefing. So it's a 1-year-old birthday party, just clear any questions. And like, he takes the BO off the thing, and he's like, I was gonna get you one. He's like, yeah, I don't want it. Like, I'm taking this one off the board. And I'm like, when are we supposed to clear the chargers? Where are we supposed to put the, you know what I mean? They just have no idea. Oh, throw it in the boxes, dude. I'm like, okay. Like, so.
Oh, trust me. Like, that isn't even like the worst thing. Like,
I know.
Last week, like, they ran out of food.
Oh, I know. I heard about that from somebody else.
They ran out of food last week. Everyone.
Like, she said 75 people didn't get any plates at the buffet.
We ran out of food. Like, you cannot run out of food. And, okay, put it this way. They ran out of food, and they had cooked food. And they were like, whoa, we can't use that food because it's for, like, the next day. And everybody was just like, the next day is the next day.
Like, we need it now.
We need it now.
Yeah.
Was Chef still there?
I don't know which one. There was one chef, but I don't know.
Was he in a blue apron? Very calm, talks like a robot.
Yeah. He was up on the roof, and he was like, where's the chicken? It needs sauce. Where's the... Oh, and the whole BEO said no nuts.
Yeah.
And, of course, the tiramisu, they said had nuts in it or traces of nuts or something like that. So they needed to put a huge sign out saying nuts. And then the other thing was...
Well, no, it's just like it's made in an area. That has nuts in it. That's the thing.
And then the BEO also said ox bloods. So I look at Raymond and I go, aren't we supposed to be in ox bloods? He's like, oh, guess I missed that. Whoops. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I cannot believe. That is a huge thing. They wanted us all basically, normally banquet servers wear the white shirt, the black vest, black pants, the white apron, like normal. But at very fancy special events, like think like when the premier of BC comes, or like the governor general, or like whoever else comes, we have these things called ox bloods that are like, you look really fancy.
White gloves.
White gloves. And
you
like
wear white gloves, and you wear
and
like it's almost like a butler's uniform.
It's really fancy.
Like, like a butler's uniform, then it has like the tail, coattail and everything. You wear those.
And so we were supposed to wear those, and it would have gone so much better with their decor too, which is why I'm assuming they wanted us to wear them, but I don't know.
Did they get them out for you guys?
No, he just said, oops, whatever.
That's crazy.
But isn't that insane? Like, such a huge, like, I would be so
back
mad.
up. Why is a butler's uniform called an oxblood? Here,
I don't know, is that a thing in Google, or is that a hotel term that we use?
Here, just...
Oh, it doesn't really show up, hey? Go to pictures.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's like they're doing the color, so it's called like oxblood probably.
Like, go like oxblood, like server.
Yeah.
Or like... No. Weird. Oxblood banquet? Banquet server? Banquets? So I'm guessing you worked at Robin's Hotel tonight? Yeah, I did. And I have a shift tomorrow too. Or maybe oxblood jacket? Because I think it's really just a jacket. No.
Everything just coming
It's
in.
it's like the color of oxblood.
Like, okay, put it this way. Think of, like, what's a conductor of a symphony? You know, like the like...
Yeah, that's kind of similar to what it looks like.
The, like, coat he wears when he goes out. That's kind of what they have to wear.
I'll take a picture tomorrow if I remember.
Yeah, it has like a tail on it. Like that's what they have to wear. Why get quality time with grandma when you're both working? We just pass them off. Like I got home, she left for work today. Look for a tux with tails in oxblood. There you go.
We call those tails, yeah, I guess. But it's
It's way fancier.
it's got like all this embellishment, and I don't know how to describe it.
It's way fancier.
That's
than
like the closest thing. The long, tall tuxedo thing with the beige pants there.
Yes.
That's the closest thing to it, I would say. But like isn't there gold on it?
Yeah, there's gold, like trim and stuff. Maven said 500 bits. Bless working back in the food industry. Oh, Holly, pour it.
I actually
It's like this.
I was gonna say though, like
It's literally like that, except it's like got gold on the like as it's trim and stuff like that.
I honestly really like it. I know you hate the place, and like you hate it
I don't
because you have
hate
to
the
go
place.
every day.
I don't
like,
hate the place.
I had fun tonight.
I hate the place. I'm annoyed at the fact that what we were doing 2 years ago is like 20 steps back.
Yeah.
Now, like it's not what.
Oh yeah.
It's not the service.
Yeah.
We used to provide. It's not like
The detail orientation.
the
is
detail
gone.
orientation of like where we work, where I work. It's all about like the guest and the guest. It only matters that you like I don't want to say please the guest, but it's like they're the ones that pay
the premium to stay.
they're the ones that pay the premium to stay there, and they're the ones that keep me employed. And so every day when you see what's going on there, you're like,
It's embarrassing.
I like literally like I say this at work all the time, and other people agree with me. We're embarrassed to tell people where we work right now. It's that bad. Like that's why we're just like it sucks to say that. It's embarrassing when you run out of food and 75 people don't get to eat.
It's embarrassing when you don't have cocktail napkins and you're giving people dinner napkins with their little tiny mushroom tart.
You know, we used to have like a saying that like literally you do not ever say no. Like ever say no. Like it was like you do not say no without offering some sort of alternative to the guest. Nowadays, I have never heard no so many times. Like without like offering an alternative, it was just like, oh, can the guest do this? It's just straight up no. No, they can't. No.
Actually,
no.
yeah, I noticed
And
a
no,
new thing
and
on
no, and no, and no.
a new thing on the BOs now too. They say if you want any changes to your event the day of, we charge $150 fee per change or something like that.
And it's crazy. It's just
Whereas like back in the day,
just hurts.
the event organizer walked in and was like, I don't like this. Can this move? We'd be like, absolutely. Where would you like to move it to? The roof? The moon? The basement? Let's do it. And now it's like, nope.
Robin, please tell me you have to wear those. I don't. I'm in the kitchen. Like that's for servers.
I've had to wear them.
Like that's a front of house thing. Wearing those. Me, like the craziest thing I've ever had to wear was being in a room at an event. They custom made us a whole bunch of red chef uniforms, and I had to wear them. I had to wear one because I was in the room. I can't remember why I was in the room, because normally I'm not in banquets. I stay away from banquets.
I've had to wear it for...
It's because of COVID. I understand it's because of COVID, but still, like, you don't lower your standards. You shouldn't, like, if you want to be at the forefront of, like, making your like brand, top tier luxury, you better like come back from COVID willing to be top tier luxury.
Well, the event in the biggest ballroom, they had no coat check. I was like, what are those coat racks doing out? Like,
What
did
was
somebody?
in there tonight?
I'll tell you after.
No, I know that there was.
I was
3.
like, what are the coat racks doing out? Like, is something under renovation? Like, where's the person? And even the guest came up to me and she's like, is it okay that I leave my coat here? I'm like, peering outside. I'm like, yeah, I guess. It looks like we don't have any coat check. Like, I'm so sorry. Here, put your coat. Like, it's embarrassing.
Robin, I work for high-end cosmetic vendors, and I feel the same way. I am a manager, and I still have a hard time making ends meet. I say no, 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 no. I don't have it. I will not have it. I cannot get it. It's super frustrating. It is. Hospitality means you don't say no. Exactly. Hospitality means that, Kimball. And, like, we have to say it all the time. And we're told to say it by our bosses now. And it's just, like, it's so frustrating. Like,
Also, the vegan canapé looked dreadful. Sweet potato with guacamole and sprouts. Like,
don't.
looks...
Don't even... I'm sorry. I don't even want to get into it. I don't even want to get into that. You know what I just realized?
Looked
In
like
the
baby
52
vomit.
months I've been here, you haven't shown your uniform on stream. Yes, I know it's embroidered, but duct tape will fix that.
It's just a normal white...
Just a
chef's-
normal white chef
You
jacket.
can Google white. That's all it looks like.
That's all it is. Here. Where is it, Holly?
I don't know if it's in your closet or if it's in the dress-up area.
Holly.
I'm in trouble.
I have one at home, but I don't know where it is. Let's see if I can find one.
Do you think those Yorkies are still good?
Yeah, I had one tonight.
What's the soup doing out?
Put some in that.
You want me to put it away?
Sure. I don't really take pictures of myself. You've never worn a chef's hat on stream either?
Oh, he doesn't wear the hat. He could. Do
I don't
people
wear
still
those.
wear the big hats?
No,
Or
not really. None of us really do.
Everybody wears the cap now, right?
Yeah, everyone wears
They
caps.
used to. Like, it was a big thing when he started.
I know Hovey wears one still. I don't.
But I think it was a big thing because you had a French chef for so long, right?
It's not me, but this is when our main kitchen flooded, and that's pretty much what I wear. That would be me, but it's not me. That's me taking a picture of the flood.
Did you feed this cat that's at my feet?
Yep.
Hi, Earl. You wanna lick the sauce?
Yeah, I really don't take pictures of myself.
Why would you take pictures of yourself at work?
You just never know.
Ew, can you cover that meat, please?
Sure. I just threw it in there just to keep it cold.
Looks really gross.
Yeah, I'm done. fucking fake chef in real life, streamer, wears a damn chef's hat? Of course they do. And the one that actually a trained chef don't.
No, you wear caps. It's so
You wear
much cleaner.
caps. No, it's not that it's cleaner. It's just more comfortable. Like those chef caps that go up to here, you never can judge like your actual like height. So you're always hitting stuff. It's falling off. So annoying.
I'm gonna need you a picture of you in the chef's hat and nothing else.
What? Ugh.
Holly,
Ugh.
when are you taking Wyatt to a basketball game? Toronto Blue Jays are baseball. Do you mean base? Oh, you did say baseball. Sorry. Actually, we have like, it's not the Blue Jays obviously, but we have like a local team. What's it called?
They're affiliated with the Blue Jays. They're like their single A team.
And I really want to go to a game because we've never been.
The Canadians.
My parents are going next weekend, but
Nooner at the net. Holy crap!
I don't know if
really
he would.
Don't take
You
pictures.
never
of
take
them.
pictures of yourself. I don't know if they call if they. I don't know if he would sit still.
I love it.
I don't know if he would sit and watch a whole game. You know.
No, but they have like a kid zone and all that kind of stuff, so there's like lots to do.
Also, when did the birthday
Keep
cards?
some of that in your
No.
nose.
When did the birthday cards not have a scratch ticket in them anymore?
They just give you 2 movie tickets now.
Oh,
That's it.
but you have to show up to the thing, don't you? to
No,
get them?
you should just have a card.
My card had nothing in it.
Oh, well that sucks for you. Did I get? Yeah, I have 2. I gave them to you.
I didn't get my movie tickets. Should I complain?
I don't know. You probably just don't work there enough for them to care.
True.
Huh.
Oh yeah, it's Summer's birthday today, isn't it?
Summer's birthday.
Happy birthday, Summer. Won't know until you try it. Install ankle weights. He will stay still, maybe. He loved, we went to like a little community event today. They had, it's actually really cool. And I didn't know about this, and I feel like I'm usually fairly like in the know. But our like neighborhood association, you pay $10, and you can be a member and borrow toys, like a toy library. So like, let's say your kid, you know, you want to get him like one of those, like he loved the little like hammer thing, like where you hammer the shapes through the other side and then you flip it and you hammer the side.
That's one of those.
I know, I don't know where it went. So he loves that. So you borrow that for 2 weeks and you take it back and you could get another one. I was like, that's genius. So he liked that. And the fire truck was there. You saw a fire truck. I don't remember where I was going with this, but. Oh, he stood still at that thing for like half an hour. That was the point of my conversation. So maybe if they have a kid zone at Nat Bailey that he would stay there. I don't know. Lysol baby and the toys, yeah.
I'm like really annoyed.
That you don't have a picture of yourself in your outfit?
I know I do. That's why.
Well, you have the one of you that was like your profile picture for forever.
No, that doesn't
The one
count.
where you with the rolling rack?
Rolling rack.
It's you with the rolling rack, isn't it?
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I am gonna be sore tomorrow though. I cannot move my body like that in a hot minute. In a hot minute.
Hijacked account. That sucks. I just haven't even been paying attention to chat. I've been trying to find that photo. Beefaroni. We got some beefaroni happening. Ow. Beeraroni? Oh, beeraroni would be actually really good, yeah. That's cool that Twitch can tell you if it's a hijacked account, but why not just suspend the account instead? Because Twitch is really messed up. Twitch needs bots. I don't even know how to explain what I want to say here. Twitch needs bots. You know what I mean? But I know that that's a hijacked account just by looking at it. That's why I clicked on it. Just by me looking at it. The only way it gets banned is if people report it. But me, like, I can see it. Like, I clicked on the person's name and they have Prime. 1. 2. The account was created in 2018, but it's an inactive account. And so somebody has hacked it and taken it over. Yeah. Yep. We're giving the house replacement for free, installing it, hoping to get a trip. Hoping to get a tip because 1, enjoy what you do. 2, happy customer comes back. Happy customer comes back, and you get labor time and tips for helping them out. Yeah, that's how the world works. Frustrating situation. Just a frustrating situation. Sauce, yeah. Beefaroni. Go. Beefaroni. Should do that with the in-laws too. I have no idea what that is. Go to the game? The thing, what would be crazy, the fuck, is going to the game would be wicked, only because of the food. They have a 3-foot-long hot dog at the baseball field. Oh yeah, that's what I care about. Okay.
Blood for that event.
You haven't worn them forever? That's butter? No, this is cheese. beefaroni always needs cheese, right? So 3 years from now, Wyatt is in school. Do you and Holly plan to both be working full time? Oh yeah, both of us will be. We both already are. There's no not working, right? There's no not working full time for the both of us. So, yeah. It is. I could have made an extra $5 to $10 so many times, and I just enjoyed helping people who love what I love, and they would insist I take 20 or 10, etc. If I build it / charged it, would have cost them less, but I wasn't busy and end up making more because they want to give me something for the work. That's huge, Parish, right? Like, it creates a better business model, right? I'm afraid if my face punches the screen again, might not work. Hey, Tipsy, you gotta stop doing that, man. You gotta stop doing that. Gotta stop doing that. I'm falling. There we go. Yeah. I just realized that your schedule is perfect for being home when Wyatt gets out of school. My schedule's like perfect for it. Holly will probably have to send him to school, or her mom will probably. And then I'll like get off and pretty much go and pick him up and bring him home, which will be it. And then in time, I want to be able to start a little bit earlier. Personally, I wouldn't mind starting at like 6:15, 6:30 in the morning instead of 7 a.m. But as the seniority approaches, we're going to be getting up there. As retirement age approaches for a lot of people. Oh, gonna have so much seniority soon. In the next 5 years. I'll have Saturday, Sundays off, everybody. Mark my words. In the next 5 years, I'll have Saturday, Sundays off. And it'll be great. Because there's like out of like all the people that are retiring, there's two people with Saturday, Sunday. One of them above me already has Saturday, Sunday. Two of them actually above me already have Saturday, Sunday that will be like staying. And then there's like a bunch of people with Sunday, Mondays, but they're all retiring. So Sunday, Mondays become available to people. It'll be great. Can't wait. I can't wait. Sally being an expert at RC cars, planes, etc. was a career goal or sustainability, but I fucking love that job, helping people with the same passion as you. Not sustainable. Yeah, not sustainable. Sorry. It has been a few days. My brain is not firing on all cylinders. Parish, my brain never fires on all cylinders. Especially right now. Tonight. It's already 10:30. Everyone. I said that this is going to be a 2-hour stream. We're at 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, do this. All this food to put away still. I won't lie to you guys. I was really hoping to be in bed at like 10:30 tonight. Have a nice, solid sleep. We need shrooms on our pizza. I love mushrooms on pizza. Won't lie. I really do. I love mushrooms on pizza. Mushrooms, pepperoni, and bacon. I haven't had pizza in a while. Yeah, baby. What am I doing again? Pepperoni and mushrooms, if the mushrooms are done right, is one of my favorite. I love a pep mushroom. Spectacular stuff, eh? Beefaroni. Wait, beefaroni? Where's the can? Right there. Yeah. I like it. You ever eaten beefaroni out of a can cold? I've done it more than once, and camping is only an excuse for something like that. Yeah, actually, I have for like camping. I usually did What was it called? I used to do the Chef Boyardee lasagna out of a can. It's just easier to eat because like the noodles are not long, but they're still like big enough to like actually like get a good bite out of a can. And usually you eat it like not with a fork or a spoon. Usually you like crack open the can and you just like you'll drink it kinda. Does that make any sense? Like you'll crack it open, and you like pour it in your mouth. That's how I would do it. I'm annoyed because it's not as good as the sauce I made at work today. It is what it is, right? Still delicious though. Still mother truckin' delicious. Yo. Yeah. I like kept on. I'm like not that hungry, but I know I needed to like stream tonight. And as you guys can all see, I'm DPing, so. It's hitting the spot. It's a great little dinner for Wyatt tomorrow too. Some like homemade beefaroni. Although don't tell Holly this, but all Wyatt had for dinner tonight was a clamshell of blackberries and a big glass of chocolate milk and a piece of cheese. That's all he wanted. Also, don't tell Holly this. He literally pissed on himself once, so I took off his pants and his underwear, and he like walked around naked for a little bit, and then he peed on the ground, and he told me, he looked at me and was like, potty, and he points down at the floor, and I'm like, I just peed. And so then I take him over to the potty, I stick him on the potty, and he has the biggest piss I've ever had, but like, the fire hose just did like just went straight up, and it just started peeing all over the floor in front of the toilet. And I was like, this is not my night right now. It's like all in a span of like under 5 minutes. It was like pee in his pants, tells me about it. I get him naked. He goes down to the ground, pees on the ground. I'm like, didn't you just pee? And then he like tells me again, and I take him over there, and it's just like fire hose everywhere. I'm just like, all right. It looks like we're cleaning up everywhere. Which is hilarious. Like I chuckled at it. I wasn't pissed off. I just laughed. Then right after that, he tells me he has to poo, so I take him back over to the potty, and he takes a huge shit. It's fantastic. Sometimes they just have nights like that, right? They like that's what he wanted. Literally, I took him to the grocery store and he saw the blackberries and he just started like losing his mind about it. And then also another thing today was like he loves watching truck videos. It's like his favorite thing in the world. And he actually knows the name of one of the truck videos. So he asked for that exact one, and I played it for him, and like after 5 minutes, he gets 5 minutes of truck video. I like turn it off, and I was like, he's like, more, and I said like, hey, why? Like, Mama will get really angry if we keep watching truck videos. And then like the rest of the night, he just goes like, Mama angry. I was like, no, she's not gonna be angry at you. She's gonna be angry at me. And like, truck video, Mama angry, and like he said it right to bed. That like Mama's angry, and I'm like, can't wait to see that one in the morning. Mama angry. Like peeing on you in the shower. What? The boys get what the boys want. He is just practicing for puberty. When I wake up with a boner, but also gotta pee, right to the shower then, right? Is Beefaroni like Hamburger Helper? It's like Chef Boyardee. Chef Boyardee, right? Except made nice. So it pretty much is like Hamburger Helper in a way, but you never had Chef Boyardee out of a can before? It's like a kid staple. Disgusting? Oh, not me. I have, and it doesn't come with melted cheese on top or fresh basil. Rigged? I know, right? You gotta get the big can, right? 1.13 kilograms of pasta in beef and tomato sauce. That one right there, you know? You gotta get the big boy. The one that's over 2 pounds of beefaroni. Doesn't that look just delicious? I have some in my pantry right now for my 15-year-old out loud. He eats so much I can't afford to feed him legit food all the time. He gets that shit for lunch. Exactly, right? Summertime with a 15-year-old boy kills my wallet. I totally understand that, right? Yeah. Oh, look at this one here. So the throwback recipe looks so much better. Oh baby, look at that one. ASMR. See, this is what I was talking about. The lasagna ones, Paresh. Yeah. You are not on the boat, pics, or it didn't happen to fuck. Stop, or I'll start downvoting your Insta. Oh baby, the microwavable tin cans. Remember these, everybody? Oh, here's, and then they went to plastic. Albino Vulcan. Let's hear you eat that shit, yo. Here. Thanks for the 1,000 bits. I got my good beefaroni. That cheesiness in there. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's some good beefaroni. Yes, they always burn the shit out of my fingers. I never learned. Yeah, the microwavable ones, always. It's so freaking hot. Oh, yeah. More beefiness. That is some good beefiness. I need to get to sleep. I'm a bit sunburnt, exhausted, and got a ton of shit to do tomorrow. At least the new grill is built. My car is fixed. Spent like 3 hours working on the car today. That sucks, but Paresh, enjoy your rest, man. Have a good night. So this gourmet version, I know it has short ribs. This one doesn't have short ribs. I wish I had the time to do the short ribs. This short rib one was so fucking good today. Oh, man. I need that. So much better than the crap you have on the other church. Of course, it's Chef Boyardee out of a can compared to my maid stuff. Damn, dude. I'd love to have a meal that you cooked. One day, TwitchCon. TwitchCon, something like that. When we travel to the U.S. On that note, I'm ready to eat. Don't worry. Tipsy only uploads. Wow, it's late. I didn't know. So yeah, I know it's late. I said it was going to be off by 10. I actually got a more sunburn in Tennessee last November than 5 years in Arizona. I know Arizona, you know when to avoid the sun. Here it sort of creeps up and you're rip burnt. It's also like the temperatures, you just don't realize it. You just don't realize that you're baking, right? Right? Anyways, I gotta get off to you guys. It's like, yeah, in Arizona, you can feel it. Literally like being in an oven. I know, right? I've been to Arizona once, Scottsdale, for a bachelor party, and it's like you're applying sunscreen every 30 minutes you're outside. You have a tent over you, or you're in the water during the day. And at night, that's when like it's normal temperatures. And you're just blackout drunk. Fun times. Anyways, This is where we call it. Everybody, thanks so much for all the biddies tonight and the resubs. I appreciate it so much. Tomorrow, I have to look after Wyatt again. I might do like the father-son stream. I can't be 100% sure. If not, we'll start at 8 o'clock tomorrow night too. Once he goes to bed. Other than that. I don't know. Everyone, stay healthy. Have a good rest, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Right? I feel like I'm missing something that I have to say. Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, bye guys. Have a good night. Where do I click to stop this stream? There.